Hello everyone, I'm Shrikar, and today we are going to give a presentation on a project. A game. We have created a game actually. So our game name is Roadblocks. This game is inspired from Snake and Ladder. So we have created a similar game, but the objective of this game and the way we in which we move through the game is different. So this game is also it involves pure luck. So it is played on a numbered board, which ranges from 1 to 100, and in that board we have created random danger zones. So the main objective of this game is to skip through those danger zones and reach the destination, and the first player who reaches the destination wins. So this is a simple UML diagram of what our game does. So it is played between two players, and each player gets a turn to roll a dice, and based on the dice's outcome, the it is decided whether the person has stepped onto the danger zone or whether he has escaped it. So and the first person who reaches the destination wins. This is our homepage UI. Let me just show you the demo of how it looks like. So this is our homepage UI. We have created various divs here. So in the first div, it's just a title of our game, and we have used keyframes for the blinking effect. In the second div, we have created a list so that we could show multiple pages of our game. So this is a about page, which basically gives a description of what our game is actually about. This is our homepage. So here we wanted to create something which could show the preview of what our game actually looks like. So for this we have created a div, and with the help of keyframes we have used multiple set of images which could show us a gif like an effect, and which actually shows a preview of what our game actually looks like. And apart from that, we have also created a social networking links of our game as well, which is at the bottom of our homepage. And let me just get back to the presentation. So this is our CSS of our home and about page. To get the images effect, we have written a keyframes example which is visible on the third image. So for different percentages values, we have taken multiple images. We have actually taken 8 images for this to work. And apart from that, everything is just simple CSS which we have done in project one as well. So after that, this is our game page UI, which Manish will be explaining from now on.
Hi, this is Manish. Let me take off from here. This is our game page UI which we designed. Let me show you a demo of our game first. This is our about page, and on click of game, we wanted to get the details of the player. It's a two-player game, so we need to give two player names here. This is our game UI, and here there are 100 tiles. So we generated these 100 tiles using a for loop. So the game starts from score 0, and the player who reaches exact 100 score first will be the winner. So as you can see, we created pit holes for multiples of 8, for 8, 16, and 24, like that till 96. And when a player falls on the pitfall, his score will be reduced by 5. So which makes the game interesting. And here we have quit functionality. On click of quit, the game goes to the home page. We wanted to show the details of players in two different divs. So the first div shows the details of player 1, and the second div shows the details of player 2. The player name, the score, and the role functionality. On click of roll, a random value from 1 to 6 will be generated, which is similar to our dice. So that score will be a temporary score, and here the score shown will be cumulative score. This temporary score will be added to the cumulative score, which shows the tile on which the person is. Here we will generate some random text. It shows like on click of roll. It shows the player name who rolled it and the value he got after clicking roll. So here you can see Manish rolls 2. So the second tile name was replaced with Manish instead of value 2 to show that Manish is at position 2. And the difficult part we faced here was on click of roll, the uh, as you can see the role was enabled here and disabled here previously. On click of first player role, the first player role functionality is disabled and second player role functionality is enabled. It will happen recursively as to know like which player needs to play now. On click of role for Srikar 2, Srikar role 3, so third tile was replaced with Srikar. So this is how, see, when both players are at same position, the tile will be shown in green color with both the names. As you can see, Manish rolled 6. He was in 2, he rolled 6, the score became 8, and it was reduced by 5, and Manish came to 3. The score, this will be dynamically generated like Manish rolled 6, the score reduced by 5, and he's at 2. This is also, we used get and post methods to get this functionality. Let's look at code to get a perfect view. So we used one, the whole code is written in one PHP file. So the first line states like we used sessions for multiple games, like you can play multiple games with multiple sessions. The throw dice functionality, which which generates a random number from which ranges between 1 to 6, and the value is assigned to variable dice which will be used to calculate cumulative score and everything. Here we classified players into two types, player 1 and player 2. So the player turn will be generated by player turn functionality. We used get and post methods for scoring and for displaying player names as well. So we wrote two if conditions, one for player 1 and player 2. If the player is 1, then the previous score generated by his will be gotten through get method, and it will be added to the new score. So as I said, the score, if the score is exact 100, the player wins, and if the score crosses 100, the score will not be added to the cumulative score. So for that, code is here, and for the two players, this is for two players. And the main code starts here. See, for every multiple of 8, we should reduce the score by 5. So we checked using this condition, and the score is reduced by 5. If the score is 100, the player should be declared 1. Same. So for every dice, here we show dynamic code. Using post method, we will retrieve the player name and even the player's last score. This is a for loop. This is a for loop which we use to generate those 100 tiles, which will which will which will be which will be executed recursively to show that 100 tiles view. So as I said, this is our main PHP code, and I explained using our tools. Okay, from here, Srikar will take it.
So for the testing of this project, we have tested our PHP sessions as well. Initially, we were getting errors like if I show you the game here. So for like now you can see here Manish rolled 6, but initially we were getting errors like Shrikar rolled 6 and the score is reduced by 5. But the actual scenario was Manish has rolled 6 and his score has to reduce by 5. So initially we were getting these kind of errors, but by proper testing and proper validating what we have written, we have reduced those errors as well. And also we have used CSS validator to validate our CSS. We have also tested our project on various browsers such as Safari, Chrome, and Mozilla. Hmm. And initially we were using FileZilla to upload our PHP files and use it, but it actually takes a lot of time to upload a file and then visit the page again and again. So we actually had to move on from that, and the best one we found out there was XAMPP, so we use XAMPP from there on, and we have used Sublime and Atom editors for editing our PHP files. So from here, Manish will talk about the challenges we face.
So the challenges we faced, the main challenges were on click off role, the other role must be disabled. See, if one click off this role will be disabled and the other person's role will be enabled. This was so important because we need to know which player must play now. So this was little difficult, and we had to come up with an idea how to show a 100 tile table without of putting an image, but we cannot show this like we should show on which style the player was, so we couldn't do that. So we generated 100 tiles in a loop, and whenever a person is at that particular score, that tile name will be renamed and there will be a background color for that. Mm, and the scoring functionality, there should be two scores for two different people, so we had to come up with a new prototype for that. And for the dice functionality, we weren't quite sure how to implement a dice functionality because it should generate a random number from 1 to 6. Initially we hard coded the values, but and we felt that wasn't intimated, because if we do that every time, player 1 will win or player 2 will. So we wanted it to a random pure luck game. So we had a rigorous research, and we got to know there is a functionality of rand which will generate a random value with the lowest and highest values we give. So we implemented the functionality with lowest value as 1 and highest value as 6, which will give us random value in that range. So these are the challenges we faced, and that's it. Thank you.